Hello, let's talk today about this REOLINK camera. That's a quick review of the RLC-823A. It's a PTZ camera. It does the pan movement, which means it moves in the horizontal. Okay, it does 360. And also can work with the tilt, which is the movement on the vertical. Let me just show you here. So the camera can move down. That's the tilt movement, and can go up. Okay. Again, with the pan movement, left and right. And also there's a lens inside here of the camera, and then the camera can zoom in and zoom out, right? So let me first show how the camera is connected, okay? So here I have a cable that comes from my switch. Basically, it's powering the camera via PoE, or power over Ethernet. So it sends video, data, and to control the camera, and also power. And you can power the camera on and off. Here, there's a button for that. Okay, you can also connect the camera to the ground. And here you have another cable for the power adapter. So you can either use power over Ethernet or the power adapter. Okay, connect the camera directly here, especially if your switch is not strong enough. There is no power enough to power this camera, because the camera needs to move and also needs to turn on LEDs here, because during the night it turns on the LEDs that have here, okay, infrared lights. And also here there's a spotlight. Let me just show how it works. So let me just move the camera a little bit to the side here, because the light is pretty strong, so I don't want to blind myself here. Let me just turn on the lights here. As you can see, that's the spotlight. It's a pretty strong light. You can turn on and turn off by just pushing a button here. I'm gonna show you in a while the interface here, so you can see the details. And the camera also has here in the back a speaker. And there's also a place so you can insert the SD card. So here, you can insert the SD card and record in the camera, and you can also record into an NVR, right? Either you'll record to the NVR or into the card, or both, right? Which is much better because you have redundancy, right? So let me just come back here to the front of the camera so you can see more details. So here we go. As I was saying, you have here the LEDs, the spotlight, and here a sensor, right? When the camera is sensing there is no light enough in the environment during the night, for example, it senses and turns on the infrared light here. Okay, so pretty good. Let's just move now to here to the monitor so you can see the details. So here we go. That's the image of the camera via REOLINK software. And you can control the camera by just moving here. You click here and hold, and then you control the camera left and right, vertical movement here, diagonal movement. Okay, so you just click here, the camera moves. Here you go. You can control the speed, right, of your control. You can control this to go faster or slower. So pretty good. You can zoom in and zoom out. You click here, zoom out. And there's also presets. When you click here, you load the preset. For example, when I click Avengers, it goes directly there and zoom into the Avengers. It takes a little bit of time to get the focus. Okay, it's not that fast comparing to professional cameras, okay, but it's good enough for a small project, as I was saying. Let's click here, another preset. You go here to the US flag. Okay, it takes some time to focus. Let's click and go to America. Here we go. A little bit time to focus, and here you go. So you can create different presets and go from preset to preset. And you can also have tours. Okay, here, for example, here, REOLINK called that patrol. Depending on the camera you're using, they call Tour or a different name. Here for REOLINK Patrol. So basically you can select here that you want to go to the Avenger preset, stay there for 2 seconds, then to the wide preset, 3 seconds, and you keep like inserting presets here, and then you click and start running from preset to preset. Okay, that's a patrol. For example, here you click and select that you want to go to America, confirm, and here you set the time. Click here, the speed, and the time that you want to stay there. Like let's say for 4 seconds, you want to stay on the America's preset. You click here and confirm. Okay, so pretty good. And also monitor point, when you click here, return to monitor point, it goes to a default position that you set up previously. Okay, pretty good, works pretty fine. You can select here also the resolution that's being displayed here in the monitor. So standard, fluent, clear. When you select clear, for example, you get the better resolution. Okay, it's much better that way. But I prefer to stay standard because you can move the camera faster. So the camera has a good quality. When you're using the clear stream, you can see much better how clear it is. Okay, here's the camera box. Camera comes inside here. That's the REOLINK RLC-823A, as you can see. And here is a NVR, also REOLINK NVR. So basically, you can connect the REOLINK NVR and the camera in the same switch in your network, and you can record from the camera to this NVR. Okay, and let me just show more stuff here on this camera. So when I come here to the settings, you see you can control the display. So you can basically flip. Let me just show here. You flip the image, and you can mirror the image as well. Okay, see now it's upside down and it's inverted because it's mirroring. You can put the camera name in different positions. So here you have the camera's name. You can put the camera's name, let's say, for example, in the top left. You can put the camera on the bottom left. Change the position of the name of the camera, and you can do this for everything here. And the watermark, you can remove the watermark if you want to. So here's the REOLINK watermark. Just removed. Let me just put it back. Anti-flicker, privacy mask, and stuff like this. A stream, you can control here the stream that I want to use. I use high resolution to record all the time and fluent to move the camera faster, right? So you can control a clear stream and a fluent stream. It has 2 streams. Alarm settings. You have auto tracking. The camera can follow you. So you can adjust the sensitivity, object size, object detection. You can set up a zone detection. Lights, as I was saying before, you have the infrared lights and also the spotlights. Audio, you can listen to people close to the camera. You can also talk to them because it has a microphone and also a speaker. You can test this. It's pretty loud. I'm not going to test right now because it's scaring my dog during my test. So you have some info about the camera. Surveillance, you can record, overwrite SD card, pre-motion recording, pretty important, okay? The camera keeps some video into the memory, and when you start recording, it inserts this video recording into the recording in a total, right? So you have the pre and the actual recording. That's pretty good. You can also enable and schedule time for recording. So from Sunday to Saturday, from 0 to 24 hours. You can set the camera to send email, also based on schedules, FTP, so you can record to FTP servers. The siren, you can enable the siren. There is a movement, for example, in front of the camera. You can make some noise. Push notification, it's pretty good. You can receive notification. And here, basically, the network configuration, then storage configuration, the SD card, and some information about the system, okay, user management, date and time, and maintenance. Okay, it's a pretty good product. So basically, if you're thinking about a small project or your home, your office, or a client's office or something, you can use this camera. It also works with cell phone. As you can see here, I have the camera on my cell phone. So I can control the camera from here. There are the presets and everything else. You can just click here and control the camera. So pretty interesting, pretty good. It's an easy setup also for the cell phone. And the camera comes with the quick start guide inside of the box. So I have all the details here. Let me just open so you can see it. Details about the camera. That's the version that I'm using. Here you have how to connect the camera basically to the router and also to power. And then use the app. And you're ready to go. So pretty simple. Also comes with this waterproof lead installation guide, because this camera is an outdoor camera. You can protect the cable from water. Okay. So here we go. That's the one that comes with the camera. You can protect your cable. Also comes with this, so you can install your camera, some screws and anchors. And of course, you're gonna need this one. That's an Ethernet cable. Also comes with the camera. And if you want everybody know that you have a camera, you can use this sticker, REOLINK 24 hours video surveillance. And of course, for the installation, you also need this template. Okay. So pretty good camera. I recommend for small and medium projects.